Next up is head coach Jay Hopson from Alcorn State University. Coach Hopson, are you with us?
Yes, you got me.
How you doing this morning?
Doing good. How's everything?
Doing just fine. Alcorn State came up with a 34-24 win over Texas Southern, and one more game on the slate. This happens to be huge, as the Braves are entertaining Jackson State coming down, and of course the Braves have a chance to play spoiler if they can knock off the Tigers. Coach, let's look back at last Saturday's win over Texas Southern and the big one you have coming up against Jackson State this weekend.
Okay, Texas Southern, I thought for the most part, I thought offensively we really made a little step precision-wise there and execution-wise, made some big plays. That's something, of course, we'll have to do, every week, not just Jackson State week. That's something we try to emphasize. But I thought we executed on a better level. Defensively, thought we did some good things. I thought we had up front. I thought we played really well, but we still, one thing we had a couple missed tackles in our execution there. But otherwise, I was pretty pleased. The guys played hard. So we're 100% Jackson State now, working on this game, and it's a big ball game, as we all know. And they're a very talented team, very well coached football team. They're a team that's always in the running for a championship every year. So we know they're a good team coming to town. We know we got our hands full, and we're just ready to get going.
All right, questions for Coach Jay Hopson from Alcorn State. Questions for Coach Hopson?
Yeah, Coach Hopson, this is Roscoe Nance. How you doing?
Hey, Roscoe.
The game is going to be played at Alcorn. For the past 18 seasons, it was played in Jackson.
Right.
It's part of that Capital Classic. Do you feel that gives you guys any sort of advantage?
Well, you hope so, Roscoe. You hope so. But the game's going to be played between the lines. So I mean, that's the reality of it. But it's good to have this game on campus, just because it's good for our alumni, it's good for our fans, it's good for to have student athletes on campus, to see the atmosphere at Alcorn. We have a great tailgating atmosphere here, so it's just good to showcase it, and we'll be back in Jackson next year, and they'll hopefully come back the following year. I think that's, if you look anywhere in Division I football, that's just kind of the way it's played out everywhere. So just gives us another good home game to showcase Alcorn, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, this is your first time being a part of this rivalry, which is one of the real good rivalries in college football.
Right.
How familiar are you with it, and what's your take?
Well, I grew up around here, so I'm pretty familiar with it. I know it's definitely a war. So I grew up in Vicksburg, right, kind of in I'd say that's probably the battle line between Alcorn and Jackson. That town's. There's a lot of Alcorn alumni, a lot of Jackson alumni in Vicksburg, and the town's probably 35 miles from Jackson and 35 miles from Norman. So I'm very familiar with the rivalry, and we just know, it's a rivalry game, but, they're a really good football team. Like I said, they're perennially a team that's competing for championships in the SWAC. So we know we got our hands full. We know we got to get ready to play.
But do you feel like you have a real good sense of just how intense the rivalry is?
Oh yeah, I mean I do. It's like I said, I'm from here, so I understand it.
Well, what do you feel Alcorn is going to have to do to be the?
We're gonna have to execute. I sound like a worn-out record, but that's the reality of it. We're gonna have to execute offensively and defensively. We talk about being at a high level of execution and being precise in things that we do, and I think that's going to be critical. And that is what it is. What I'm saying? We've got to put the ball down and go play, and it'll be a very emotionally charged game. We're talking, there could be, no telling how many people are going to be here. You could have anywhere from 50 to 80,000 people running around. It's going to be a loaded house, and everybody's going to be excited. But when you're coaching football, you just have to make sure that the kids and their minds on the execution part of the game and not caught up in all the emotion.
Well, this season, what's your assessment of how far the team has come from when you started back in August.
Well,
Really
it's
not
been.
what you had.
I'm really proud of these guys. I really am. It's no surprise. I mean, everybody knows this was a team that had won one game in the conference last year and had a tremendous exodus of players past in November. And these guys have really fought and battled hard, and I'm just extremely proud of them.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, Coach, good morning to you. Ty Miller from Sheridan Broadcasting. Just got a
Hey, Ty, how are you
for
doing?
I'm good,
Yeah.
Coach. I want to ask you about a couple of players on Jackson State squad. First of all, quarterback Clayton Moore. What's your assessment of him?
Clayton's done a really good job, I think, running their offense. He started out, they were kind of in a two-quarterback system with him and the McDonald kid back and forth. I think Clayton kind of took the job over probably around game 4 or 5 and done a really good job. He's a good athlete, throws the ball well, runs their offense. I think when Jackson got him involved, I think they really took, you saw their offense, I think, kind of go to another level with him right there. So he's really been a big plus for him.
Coach, also your assessment of Rico Richardson, and what do you do to kind of shut down that combination?
Yeah, just a great athlete. Rico, of course, I think preseason was like the SWAC Player of the Year or preseason, and he's done nothing but put up big numbers this year. So very talented young man, gets up and gets the ball, runs real well. So, we know they're a talented football team, and they wouldn't be where they are if they weren't a very talented football team. So we understand that, and it's a game that we've got to go play and we've got to go execute.
And finally, Coach, statistically, on paper, it's a game that you would, most people say, okay, it's a Jackson State victory. I want to ask you about their defense. What's your thought on their defense? They really shut down Alabama A&M's rushing game this past weekend.
Yeah, like I said, Jackson's playing well on all levels. They really are a good football team, and that's all really, like I said, I can say about them because they've played really well, and they've been on a run, and they've won I don't know how many in a row, but they've had a strong run here in the late half of the season, and we know they're a talented football team, as is Jackson every year, so we just got to be ready to play.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Yep.
Travis,
Go ahead.
the Clarion Ledger. How are you?
Hey, Travis, how you doing?
Good. Hey, a lot of talk is being on Jackson State. The fact that if they win, they win the East. But for you guys, if you win, that's a winning record in conference play in your first year. How big of a step would that be for you guys in year one?
Well, it's something, Travis, we strive for, but we're, like I said, I'm proud of these guys, what they've done, but it's something we definitely have in the back of our head, and something, it's a goal, something we want to try to achieve, but we know the most important thing is the Soul Bowl, that's you can throw the records out, and you can throw everything out. Bottom line is this is just one of those games, where, it's going to be an energy-charged atmosphere.
All right. That was Coach Jay Hopson. Coach, we congratulate you on a good season this year. Your first campaign out has been very eventful from the start to the finish. And we wish you luck as you take the field this Saturday, trying to wreck the train from Jackson State and keep them from going to the championship game. Thank you for joining us this season. I really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again next year.